That's what I think they should do with the
Probation?
border is like get video cameras and live stream it and then put advertising and that will pay for the immigrants coming in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so
And then
sick
it
of
was-
it.
So great that when she's not feeling well during the month, she drinks her Moonwater and she feels better.
Guess what? We love remakes nowadays, and we love female leads. You know what? Big with a woman lead. Little 13-year-old girl turns into the 33-year-old girl, and then she gets banged out by her by her.
Is that or is that? And he goes, well, I just need a yes from you. And I'm like,
you were in the zone, dude.
buddy, I know how to open the door and talk to humans. I've done it. And get
So the problem with my show is that it's too broad. I pretty much cover like relationships and I do funny stuff as well, and then cover current event things depending on the episode.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't
So,
think that's bad. It's like a variety
What's the
show.
problem
yeah.
there?
yeah. So yeah, if I had you guys on, I would ask you about your relationship, how you guys flow, where you guys don't flow.
Don't ask us about a few minutes ago.
Somebody's holding a grudge. Unbeknownst to me.
Unbeknownst.
Grudges are
That's
good.
just it.
That's a place to get better. It's good, you know.
I like it. So you don't actively just have other comedians on the show. You just
I
like
do,
a little bit of
yeah,
everybody, really?
yeah.
Okay.
With comedians, I had 2 on yesterday. I covered they were best friends, so the theme was best friends, and I asked them
I
about
love that.
times they were
Okay.
mad at each other and stuff like that, and what else? I'll do solo episodes where I cover like maybe something that's going on, and just give my take on it. Then I'll have a few of my friends on regularly, and we'll do who are also comedians.
Regular guy.
And we'll cover current events. We'll watch clips, like funny videos, and break them
That's
down.
awesome. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So your setup, you have more of like a table type.
table, yes.
Okay, cool,
yeah,
cool.
I like this though. This is
Well, we've got another studio in the other room, and that's more of the table type setup.
Yeah,
Okay.
Manly Girly Studios too. It's more of like you ever watch your mom's house?
yes.
It's kind of like facing each other, kind of like that,
Yes.
so I can pull up clips, stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I think we can start the show. Welcome to Manly Girly. I am Arturo. This is Andie, and who do we have here?
Freddy Valoy.
Freddy Valoy. Okay,
nice to
Freddy.
have you.
Freddie, are you a native to the area, or where are you from?
No, I'm originally from Yonkers, New York.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like just outside of it borders the Bronx. It's where I went to the same high school as Steven Tyler, Mary J. Blige.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the Locks is
Yeah.
from there. If you're into hip hop, you know the Locks. They're legends.
Fame
yeah.
adjacent, then
Yes,
Just
but
so
yeah.
you're like I'm just on the periphery,
I feel like
trying to break in.
yeah, I feel like I'm in between Steven Tyler and Mary J. Blige.
100%.
Yeah, right in the middle.
100%, yeah. Steven Tyler and Mary J. Blige had a baby.
Oh yes, that would be me.
And
That'd be a weird ass baby.
That'd be a weird ass baby, but we're all here to see it. So we all
and,
want to see it.
How long have you been here in the area? How long did you
8
move?
years in Raleigh, but I moved to North Carolina after high school. I got I was invited to wrestle at UNC Greensboro.
Oh wow.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
okay.
So I was a wrestler, a Division I wrestler, but like third string Division I wrestler. Yeah.
Okay.
Enough to go to school.
Hey.
Yes,
You
yeah,
got the job done. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then I have like we were talking about earlier before we started rolling, and we met because you do stand-up comedy, right? And you also have a podcast, but I also hear that you also sell drugs, like as a day job or something like that.
Oh, I used to be a medical device rep.
Oh, okay,
Until
okay.
about
A medical device.
yeah. No, not a pharma rep.
So we're like a sleep apnea machine.
It
or-
was it was I sold stem cells and and
whoa.
like instruments
edgy.
for
Yeah.
neurosurgery, and I sold a bunch of stuff. But I
Okay.
just got out of that, and now I'm a national sales trainer. So now I train people how to sell.
Oh, no way. So you must have been killing it.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was
Great.
it was fun. But now this is this job now is a lot more quality of life.
Yeah.
I don't have to be at a fucking hospital. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm sure. Hospitals are depressing.
yeah,
Nobody
that's
wants to
fuck.
go
Yeah,
there.
I was not good for my spirit.
No.
Oh, absolutely. And have you trained people? Do you like training people? Like, do you have the patience for it? I don't have the patience for it.
I'm still in the training process of how to train people, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be, it's a lot of presenting. It's all, it's all over it's virtually, so there's that's kind of a little weird, but yeah, I think it'll be fun teaching people a process and being excited about it.
So are you working from home?
Yes.
This is the first time you've worked from home?
Yes.
Do you love it?
I love it so much.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I can imagine. I worked from home for 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And
Doing what?
now, accounting.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so, generally speaking, there's not a particular reason when you're just working on a computer, especially with accounting, unless you're, taking in payments, cash and checks and that sort of thing. There's no real reason to go to the office. So it was really nice. And now I've got a new job and I have to drive 50 minutes.
What's the new job? Is it
It's
still
in
accounting?
accounting. It's still in accounting.
Yeah. I like that you are an accountant and you have blue hair. That's cool.
Well,
So,
I've always had colorful hair my
Yeah.
whole life, but generally speaking, when I go find a job, I'll color it a natural color so that I can, get in. And then gradually, as they like me and they understand that I'm not, crazy or anything, and that I'm still good at my job,
yeah.
then I'm just like, so how do you feel about this? And they're like, you stay in an office all day. Most of them don't care because I'm either at home or I'm stuck. They stick the accountants back in the dungeon, and nobody ever sees
As
them.
they should,
So- In most instances, they absolutely should. That's not true. Accountants are a wonderful people. So,
You got to say that, though.
absolutely.
You do gotta say
Super
it a
cool.
little bit.
Well, and the way I put it is like, I'm an accountant with a personality. I don't see why they have to be mutually exclusive. I'm a serious person when I'm supposed to be serious, and the rest of the time I have blue hair.
She was
Yeah.
very serious right before you got here. Actually, I can vouch for that.
What was the argument about?
Well, so I am the most chillest, go with the flow type of person. There are very few things that really get to me that anybody can say to me that would upset me, right? As long as I'm not in a position of responsibility, right? Like, if I'm in a position of responsibility, like planning a trip, or let's say on a cruise, right? And we need to get moving or whatever, I'm very militant in a way, and I'm mission oriented. Like, it needs to
Yeah.
get done. And it's like, kind of like rowing. There will be time for you for asking why we're rowing, but right now we need to row. And if you're not rowing, jump off the boat because we can't do the dead weight. Like, we need to all be rowing in the same direction. And I know that I'm getting that mode, so I get a lot shorter, perhaps. Than it
Yes.
should be, which can be counterproductive, right? Like, especially if not everybody's in that mode at the moment, right? Like, and so yeah, I can get a little bit short and a little bit, and it's like, it's almost like anxiety, right? Like, I almost like, and then once it's popped, like easy breezy, once we're going, lemon squeezy, but before, like, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of things, boom, 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 and I'm just going,
Yeah.
Specifically, what he said was, when the guests arrive, could you open the door and let them in and make talk with them and entertain them and so and so? I'm like, yeah, absolutely, et cetera, et cetera. And he goes, well, I just need a yes from you. And I'm like,
you were in the zone, dude.
buddy, I know how to open the door and talk to humans. I've done it many a time.
Yeah.
It's bananas. So,
Okay, that's a fun one. That's a fun little.
But the thing of
I'll
it
agree
is-
with that version of that story.
Here's the thing. What did I say to you? I said, your anxiety is causing me to have a lot of anxiety because you're getting up here and you're smushing it on me.
Yeah, no,
It's residual anxiety, and I need you to.
it is, and from my point of view, I apologize. And that's why I was like, I apologize.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, that's awesome.
And then she was like, and then she kept going. I'm like, do you want to have an argument right now? Because then take my sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I did. I took. the
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. You got. Yeah. That was. Yeah. You guys got
We
that.
got it.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the funny thing is that a lot of times we end up arguing about the same shit that the person like that's complaining does all the time. Me
Oh, we do
included.
the exact
Me
same
included.
things to each other.
Right? Like, all of a sudden, like, it'll be like, when you think of an idea, right? Like, and I don't know, tell me if this is true for you as a guy. Like, where you're like, okay, you think, and this is, you go run through your ways how you're gonna solve it, and when you have the way that you think you're gonna do it, you do it, right? If somebody else comes up to you and suggests, hey, why don't you do it this way? You're like, you'll take it, but that's not gonna be the first thing you try because in your mind you already deciphered it, right? So in this place, we're very similar, where sometimes you get upset, or you're dismissing my idea or not taking it into account. I'm like, no, I'm just, using my idea first, and then similarly in the other way, where I'll be like, "Hey, why don't you do it this way?" And she's like, "No, I'm gonna do this way." I'm like, "No, that's not the way." And it's like we're both like,
Yeah.
want to be heard, but also want to do our own idea first.
Yeah, my girl does the same thing. She'll be like, I want you to just take the lead. I don't want to have to tell you to do stuff. So I started doing that. And then she
Yeah.
would come in and be like, well, why don't you do it like this? And it turned me off to the process of doing stuff around the house. But then I realized I redid a bathroom with her dad.
Oh, wow.
And he let me make mistakes. And we spent a whole weekend and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the biggest mistake I made was I was doing some tile and it was crooked as hell.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I spent about half a day doing that tile. So the next day I had to take it all down. And after a mistake like that, I'm like, I'm never gonna miss a line tile ever again.
Right.
Sure.
And I told her, I was like, listen, you gotta just let me make a mistake.
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, just let me. If I mess up, I'm okay. But she's like, well, I want you to. I know you want to finish fast, and I'm like, maybe I don't want to finish fast. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually it works a creative part of my brain that I didn't know. So working on a house and doing stuff like that is the last part of like manhood for me personally.
Yeah.
I intentionally put that off because I was just like, this is something I'll figure out later.
No, but it's how old are you?
36 now.
Okay, we're 37.
Yeah.
Like so, it's a good time to kind of start. Like so are
Yeah.
we. Yeah, we
Just
had
getting into real adulthood now.
Yes, this is like
We've got big boy jobs.
Yeah.
now. We're
You want to talk
real
about
adult.
real adulthood? Real adulthood is the fact that have you ever had squirrels in your attic?
no, that's an adult
Okay,
problem.
It was
So-
a very adult problem. We've been
so-
dealing with it.
Yeah, and so why didn't you tell them what happened the day that I called you? Because we
Oh.
bought a trap, right? We bought a trap. It took us a while to set it up.
You know, the little, it's
Yeah.
like it's got a little thing for him to go into, and then the door closes
Yeah.
and he can't get out, right? And then you just go out there and take him out to the woods and dispose of him.
Oh, nice.
So he sends me this picture of this fat squirrel. I mean, he's just creepy, stupid eyes, and he's just peering through he's trapped, right? In this
Yeah.
trap. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, we got one because they've been just the most noise. And that's my office in there, so it's all I can hear. And all I could think was, I want to get that squirrel so bad. And I really want to tell Arturo to go take care of him because squirrels are wily. And all I could think was, he's going to get out of that trap.
That's what,
Sure
and I'm
enough.
like, it's a metal trap. There is literally
Metal trap
no
with
way
a
this
heavy
thing.
metal door.
Did he get out?
It's designed. He freaking got out. He was
shit.
gone.
I didn't even
we
know
went
it.
Up there, we're shining the light, nowhere to be found. I was like, oh, I hate you,
Wow.
squirrels. So now I've got a serious vendetta. Like every time I see them in the yard, I like my instinct is to kind of to chase them. I don't do it because I know I like physically can't catch them.
Yeah.
But I hate them with a burning passion. They're just
You might be the first person I heard that hates squirrels. This is
well.
nice.
The thing of it is,
She
like,
wanted to shoot them. Like as soon as she's like, "Oh, why don't we get a pellet rifle?" I'm like, "I'm not sure that's illegal. That's illegal." Yeah.
Turns out it is not legal. No, I did not know that because that was my first instinct.
That's cool. You did the
pellet
research.
gun.
Well, you are from Oklahoma.
No,
you
I
know,
mean
so.
that was my first instinct because that would have been what we did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So, we grew up in I guess the area that I'm from is very rural. So, and I have a lot of brothers and sisters. We did a lot of.
You grew up on like a farm?
It was like a mini farm. It was like 6 acres.
Okay.
So, you know.
It's very meet the parents of you. Yeah, I milked the cat.
I've never milked a
It was a
cow.
farm style setting. Colonial.
No. It was like 6 acres, but we were only 20 minutes from town. So, you say rural, but there was
Okay.
a McDonald's and a Walmart close by. It's not like, and it was a real town, not,
Yeah.
a farm town. So
That's cool. I feel like 20 minutes outside of the city. That's a good distance.
it's a good distance. Yeah.
Do you prefer city? Do you prefer rural, suburban?
I think both of them have their pluses and minuses, but overall, I do prefer to live more rurally, just simply because I want to be able to shoot that squirrel when I
Yes.
want to.
Yeah, that's
And,
cool.
I don't want my neighbors so close that I have to look at them. I want them far enough away that, if I want to ask them for help and they keep an eye on my, property, I keep an eye on theirs, but I don't want to hang out.
Yeah, I do. I love that.
I don't want to see you every day. Put it
Yeah,
that way.
that's yeah. And then if they're too close, they get nosy because I feel like subconsciously or consciously they're thinking about their property value. So they're they're asking you questions to see how you're gonna affect their shit. That's what I feel like. I
Well,
don't know.
they must hate us
I have
genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, I have a joke about like that white people should be allowed to be proud, like not like uniforms and marching proud, but like keep your lawn, and property values up proud, And it's like, yeah,
You know.
because we got like cardboard outside and rabbit
Oh,
stuff.
we're
like,
here to de-gentrify.
Yeah.
but we hide it behind the car, so they can't tell. But our back,
Well, if
our
you
neighbors
hide
behind
cardboard
us.
boxes behind a Porsche, nobody can see them.
Yeah, and it looks cooler with a Porsche in front of it. You're like,
They're like, oh,
We
they must
like
be
to
very
keep
progressive.
certain appearances. We're very together for sure.
well, that cardboard boxes behind the Porsche are like an account with blue hair. You're like, you can't
Yes.
figure it out. It's like,
Yeah.
Well,
It's,
but that's what I was saying, is
That's
like-
good. That's a good call. Yeah.
This is the first time that I've ever actively searched for a job with blue hair. And I'm going to say like 50-50, like people, I would walk in and there was one man, he was shaking his head like this. He was like, as I was walking in, and I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. I almost stopped walking in and I was like, oh, this is just going to be a waste of my time. I should
yeah.
leave. You're horrified by me. Which
yeah,
is
that's weird. Yeah, that's
interesting.
so weird.
It is interesting, and I'm not generally used to people being so shocked by me, generally speaking, because I'm an accountant and I've, speak intelligently.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
generally speaking, people listen to my words. And
Yeah.
don't, I guess now, though, I'm I'm the cover, I'm not the book anymore. I'm just the blue-haired accountant. Or this, whatever, rock and roll.
So, Freddie, like, quick question for you. So you started a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You've been selling pharmaceutical equipment, like enema equipment, right? You're telling me?
Medical device, not
Medical
pharmaceutical.
device.
Yeah,
Medical
our
device.
operating room stuff.
Okay,
But they're for
okay.
enemas right now.
For enema. I
Sleep
wish.
apnea, enemas, that's the only
Hey,
thing.
in
we
and
got.
out, the whole body and everything
Absolutely.
in between. But so, what is it that you want to do, right? Like, are you doing it? Are you working towards something?
Yeah, I want to be a full-time comedian. I want to sell out clubs. I'll be cool with like selling out like 3 shows a weekend at like a 300-seater. I want to have the podcast, some type of, whether it's the podcast, a YouTube channel based on like relationship with a comedic twist type
I
thing,
love that,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to create content. Kind of. It's all a few different things interconnected, but I want to be a full-time comedian.
Because I thought you could bring. I was thinking the other day you could bring up that MTV dating game show with the questions.
I
the
had a
blind
dating
thingy.
show.
Did you
Oh,
really?
you
On
did?
Instagram. Yeah, it's called Date Live, and I would interview people for 10 minutes, and people can watch them, and it would be a fun conversation. I would ask them, not uncomfortable, but things you wouldn't normally ask on a first date.
Right.
And then I would do a role play at the end of the interview where they had to like break up with me, and I put on a wig and I'd be a girl, stuff like that.
That's great.
And if at the end the viewers liked them, they could slide in the DMs of the contestants.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
so that's
great.
coming back mid-January.
Okay,
I'll be
yeah.
dropping
Cool.
that out. Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
I'll do a call to action and try to get guests and all that. So, yeah, super fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
But
I like
that
the
dating
concept.
show on MTV, what were the questions like?
I forget it was like a blind, right? Like a blind thing in a partition, and it'd be like, if you were, if you were a vehicle, what kind of vehicle would you be and why?
The one
And they'd be like, I'd be a Ford F-150 because I'm dependable,
the Ford F-150.
I remember the dating game.
Reminds you of home.
Yeah.
When
The going gets tough.
when you need to patrol the border, call Ford. Ford tough.
When the going gets tough and your butt plug's expired, the Ford F-150 is gonna be there for you.
If you need the medical grade, call Freddy Valoy. Starts with an F also. No, Andy, you don't have a
you
Ford
got an
F?
F-150 voice. You got it, Andy. Let's
You
go.
don't have
Come on. We're having fun. We're in a safe
As
space.
long as they're medical grade, I guess. You are a professional. I can't,
That's funny. That's cool. Yeah. We are kind of like doing something similar, except in a different way. We are looking to get first monetization. We're looking to get middle class monetized, right? Like as you mentioned it, right? Like 3 weekends. Comedy's more of a. It's the one thing that I do that is not a side hustle, probably.
That is not a what?
Side hustle. Like I'm not trying to get booked or whatever.
Yeah,
like especially in the current iteration, I go a little bit. I'm a little blue and a little go hard in the paint. So
Yeah.
I would be sacrificing my ideas and my art just to get booked and conform to what is currently in vogue in comedy. You know?
Yeah.
I came up like watching the roast. I mean, we're about the same age, right?
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neill, like Patrice, like Elephant in the Room. I was like, like Dave Chappelle's the goat still, but Patrice O'Neill was just like, wow,
Yeah, Greg Giraldo, all those guys.
Geraldo is a hero of mine because
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of like, and I've mentioned this name to you, Andie, where it's like, this guy was a lawyer and he said, fuck it, I that's not the life for me, and he went to
I don't
comedy.
know that I've ever.
That was, I love that.
And
Yeah.
then he became an alcoholic and killed himself, but
Oh my
it was the
God.
life for him. Hey, you gotta die of something, I always say.
That part, the latter part is also relatable too. It's like the first child of a immigrant family, kind of perfectionism type thing. He went to an Ivy League school. I didn't go Ivy League, but I'm the first to go to college. There's this pressure. I ended up getting depressed later in life, but it was very, at the time, very relatable. Yeah.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother was also he was the first child of my dad because I have 3 older siblings that are half siblings, but I never knew that they were half siblings because, well, they grew up with me. Like I was an idiot 7-year-old that didn't know that my siblings were half, and I'm like, why do they have a different in Peru, a different name on their uniform or whatever? And they're like, oh yeah, you're half siblings. But my brother Alex or Matt. Really, he has, Alex is his anglicized name, his slave name. Because his name is, Alejandro Matt. Yeah, and guess what? When I first came to this country, I moved here when I was 13. Getting assimilated is key, and it's funny. You first come and you try to assimilate, and sometimes you inject a little bit of your culture, and you can stay there, but the trick is to coming back and realizing that you are of 2 worlds. That there you have maybe a unique perspective on what it means to be an American, and I think you become the whole person when you're able to integrate it back and be like, guess what? I do love these things. But Freddie, you came from New York? Your family is Latino partly, or what?
Mostly, yeah. I mean, 100%. Yeah, my Dominican Republic. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
My mom was born here, but yeah, she's Dominican. Her parents are Dominican. Both my parents are Afro-Latino, so both black. What else? Yeah, Dominican, 100%.
We'll have to start a Spanish podcast.
The what?
We'll have to start an in Spanish podcast.
Oh, dude, I'm down to do that. I need to speak more Spanish, so we can listen to my Spanish progress from episode 1 to 10.
That would be good because if you're like intermediate, I'm like here.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
So
fun.
that we can all do it, and I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, I can speak it. But my grammar's a little weird. But I was in Puerto Rico for a week and didn't have a problem.
You should try to
There you go.
reach out to friends or family in the Dominican Republic and start sending
No, because then they'll ask me for money, and I
They're those kind of family members.
yeah, dude.
I also have garbage family. I can't.
I was gonna say my family doesn't so much ask me for money anymore. I did have an uncle that asked me for pot and wouldn't stop about it, this sort of thing. I haven't talked to you in 6 years. Why would this be something that you feel like that we're gonna have a bonding sort of situation
A
about
lot
it?
of old people have been asking me for weed recently.
Well,
Really?
people deserve weed.
A lot of elderly people.
That's
You
cool.
give it to them?
I guess I have that kind of energy I give off.
You have
Absolutely, yeah.
very comfortable.
grandson.
I don't smoke that much weed, man. Gets me paranoid.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of.
I'll smoke for both of us. So
There you
my
go.
mom, who else? My grandma before she passed, and I was in high school when she was asking this shit. So
yeah.
it's like, hey, do you have any
I thought
friends
that
can
was
give me some
recently.
edibles, and I was like,
Old people deserve edibles, and I hope that you
Yeah,
hooked her
but,
up.
but I'm a corny white dude in high school. I was a complete loser. I didn't know where.
I didn't know where to buy pot in high school.
Andy,
either.
what kind of old lady do you think you're gonna be?
Oh, I already know what kind of old lady. I've got it. Okay, so I'm gonna move to Florida.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wear a juicy couture tracksuit, but my butt is gonna be, where it's really saggy and
Yeah.
it's not. It's where it used to be real cute, but now your old lady butt and it's just hugged into your yucky velour tracksuit, and I'm gonna call everybody darling.
That's
And I'm
great.
gonna start smoking
You're
and get a
jogging, but you're
whiskey
also
voice.
smoking, right?
I don't know if I'm gonna jog because I'm not big on exercise now. So
Yeah.
Now you're
like
gonna speed walk?
You'll speed walk.
if I make
can
some
see.
friends,
Yeah.
maybe maybe I'll change my name to Ethel.
Ooh, Ethel's good.
I
Effie's
just
another
feel
one.
like I'm gonna-
Dorothea.
and I'm gonna wear one of those.
Doris is great. Betty.
Betty's a good one.
Rhymes
I
with
could be a
Freddie. I want to
Betty.
name my daughter Betty. But
You should
yeah.
absolutely name your
Me and
daughter
my girlfriend
Betty.
was like, nah, you good.
What?
Yeah. I was like funny guy. I would fake fall down. I just want to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with our school was like, it was super mixed. So it was like first floor were the Eastern Europeans, the
Oh, shit.
Albanians, and the
I
Polish
love Eastern
people.
Yeah.
Europeans.
The
You went
top
to school in
floor
New
were
York,
all the
though.
smart kids, so I would go up there. The
Hold on,
Dominicans were
they
on the second floor.
separated them by race?
No, but in between classes,
Just
no,
checking.
it just naturally happened like that. Then there were the
You had the
Africans,
factions.
the Jamaicans, and
What
I used
is
to
it,
just
jail?
hop around
You know,
from every
like-
group, dude.
That's
Yeah, no,
amazing.
there was race wars, dude. It was a good time.
Yeah. No, you go with the whites. So,
Yeah. So I would just go around to every group. But I was like prom king, most popular in the yearbook.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats.
Nice.
I think that helped make going around to the different groups. So,
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah.
You were
gotta
definitely a
work the room.
performative person early on.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of, you know what it was? I only stuck in my group. I very much, because I grew up kind of religious. So, like, I followed a certain guideline. I'm out now.
I was going to say, that's very white of you.
That's
Yeah,
very
like-
Yeah. But, like, I followed, like, I only entertain the basketball. I only sit with the basketball guys.
Oh,
That's
wow.
good.
It fucking sucked
it's
for a little
terrible,
bit.
yeah.
It had its ups and its downs. But then I hung out with like theater kids, and like I'm with a theater girl now. But where am I going at this? I sucked on the basketball team. So to get the guys to like me, I just fucking crack jokes or whatever
Oh,
to like
nice.
kind of prove my
That's
worth.
so crazy. Were they like, "Oh, you're so crazy tall. You're gonna be so good at basketball," and then you were
Well,
just garbage?
we also had like 7-footers too. We also had like guys that were like D1 bound.
So in actuality, you're probably decent at basketball, but you're like,
I'm okay. Like I would be on a public school team, but not like at a Mount Zion or like those super, Montverde schools. You know what I'm talking about? Like those prep academies
No.
that like recruit people.
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
get
I'm
it.
talking
Yeah,
about?
wrestling had that. Blair
Yeah,
Academy.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah.
He's like, I will get in, but not into places, but not like Bohemian Grove. Or
Yeah.
You guys know those places, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've like never heard of them.
Is I could never afford the goat head that you had to. Those things are expensive.
Yeah.
"Well, see, he was already good with."
What kind of
dogs,
blood do they
so-
drink? Is it like O positive, O negative?
For the blood?
Yeah. Well, it's just ghost blood.
It's just goat's blood, yeah.
Okay.
Goat's delicious.
I
Goat
love goat.
goat is
Goat
delicious.
is
Do you like rabbit? Have you ever
I
had?
never really had rabbit, but I would try it.
Yeah. Well, wait for
Yeah.
next year. We might have some.
It's good in a pasta. That
I'll
sounds
come over
bougie.
and have some rabbit.
And a whole stuff.
Hey, it's
Pasta and pepper.
Yeah.
it's perfect for our segment. Is it possible to postable?
Heck yeah.
Where we go to a bunch of different restaurants. By the way, we were talking about this with Jim. People shit on chains. It's bullshit. Chains are
Thank
the
you.
best.
What
you.
chains?
Are the best.
What
It's
chains?
this whole it's this whole it's this whole hipster
cool.
trying to be cool.
No. What chains are good though?
100%.
Yeah.
Tell me
Don't-
what chains
I
are
will go to a
busting loose.
Chili's right now and
Chili's
get some
is good.
chicken crispers.
Where have
Chili's
we
is
been
so
getting
good.
that good-
Chili's is-
that good pasta though. What is it? Carrabba's?
Carrabba's.
My-
Oh
Carrabba's.
my
Yep.
gosh, I would eat their pasta
Yeah.
every
When
I was in-
day and weigh
Yep.
a million pounds.
When I was in high school, you went out, like we went for our graduating dinner to Carrabba's.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a nice place. Now it's fuck this chain.
No.
Some,
We need to work as the Carrabba's marketing team. I'm convinced. Every
Carrabba's.
time I wanted to give my mother a nice gift, I would always get her like a $50 like Carrabba's gift card.
Such a good gift. You are such a good
Yeah, for like Mother's Day or
Aw,
something.
that's a good gift.
I feel like all our different personalities and demographic equal one Italian guy too. So
yeah, forget about it.
That's what brings us together.
Together we make one just meatball parmesan. You know,
yeah.
Wrapped up in a coat with a
catcalling a woman. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Obviously, because we're old school Italian.
Manja. Yeah.
We're freaking chest.
I would actually want to go to Italy. That seems like
Yeah.
a place. I don't know. But here's the thing. I feel like a lot of like people in America always go to Europe as their first place to go out of the country, or like Canada
Or Costa Rica.
or Mexico,
Mexico.
too.
Costa Rica's a big one now.
Good. I mean, yeah. I feel like I want people to stop going to white people countries, or they have to learn a new language. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it's too easy to like go to a place that already just talks differently. You know what I mean?
It is nice
Differently,
knowing
yeah.
English though, because most places
Yeah.
speak English.
Yeah.
Shout out to the UK.
Yeah. You want to go to a place. You want to go to a place where they don't welcome you speaking English, so you get the thing. Go to France.
Yeah, I
Go
gotta
to Paris,
earn my.
it's
You
just-
know what? I gotta earn it. You know what I mean? That's what I like about places.
The French do not like us
Yeah.
very much, but I don't know.
Listen, I used to be one of these like, oh, I feel so bad for the French. They get such a bad rap. You know what? Fuck the French. Because I went to, and maybe not the French. Fuck Parisians, because I went
Oh,
to Paris.
yeah, yeah.
And first of all, let me tell you, it's a dirty London, okay? And second of all,
London is a dirty London, and Paris is the dirtiest.
yeah. Second of all, it's incredibly like the traffic.
rats.
And I went to, I'll tell you this. We went on one of those Kon-Tiki cruises, right? Like with all the young people, right?
Yeah.
And we go to this. We're in this group, and we go to this sushi restaurant across from the hotel. We're like, whatever, we're just
Sushi
going
in
somewhere clear.
Paris.
There's one table, all Asian people in there, and then there's a bartender and waitress. We're sitting there. We sit down. We were waiting like 10 minutes. That table's getting served or whatever. Then after 10 minutes, the lady comes by and like drops off water. It's like almost like she slammed them on the table.
Like you're an inconvenience.
100%, 100%. And then like we're like looking at him like, where's this bitch? It's been like 20 minutes, like there's nobody else here. It's dead. And then like we raise my hand, on my loud mouth, and I'm like, excuse me, do you speak English by any chance? She's like, no. And I'm like, I was like, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Like I took some German. Like, no. I'm like, ¿hablas español? No. And I'm like, and then one of our people like spoke a little bit of French or whatever. The lady walked away, and she's like, and then she told the table, she's like, I think she's like, no, you're in France, you must speak French. And pardon me, but I know the French whole tradition of fucking Japanese food, okay? Listen, if I'd been speaking Japanese, we would have been like, no, I need to speak French. You're at a sushi restaurant, get the stick out of your ass, you know? Like, so you know what, Parisian French people, you deserve all you get. You know what? Putin's coming for you. I'm just kidding.
This is why this is why people shouldn't have universal health care, because you can get slapped in the face and just know you're going to get taken care of. You got to give people.
It emboldens them
Yes.
to behave so carelessly towards Americans with guns.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
What do
yeah.
they think?
That energy has translated over to like Israel, I will say, and like Tel Aviv, because people.
But
like,
I'm just joking, by the way. I don't care about.
No, people will
I
fucking
think
like
we
roll
get
cigarettes.
universal.
Dude, people fucking like roll cigarettes in front of you, like a cashier be like, "Can you wait, rega?" They're like, "Wait," and they're just like, "Dude, you're just rolling. Can you just wait? Like, I got like eggs, I got ice cream. Like this is gonna melt."
I would start making sex sounds as he's rolling the cigarette. So he'd be like,
God.
"All right, I'm gonna put this shit down."
I should, dude. I was like, dude, this can wait, dude. You're not.
yeah, keep going, keep doing that. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. They'll stop whatever they're. Dude, they'll stop whatever they're doing to smoke. It
nice
drives
tongue.
me insane.
In Tel Aviv?
Yeah, or just like not anywhere in
Well,
Europe,
but
but like.
isn't that interesting though? Because they all, lots of different countries have
Yeah.
different, in Italy. I've never actually been, but from what I
Me either.
understand, super lax about kind of the work day.
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah,
They'll
they-
show up if they show up. If you call a plumber, then
They work for 30 minutes, have lunch for 2
Exactly.
hours.
They're gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
They gotta go see their.
They have
grandma.
benefits too. They can go get like a dentist appointment in.
They hit on your 16-year-old daughter. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, obviously.
Yeah.
I like to
Cheat on their
perpetuate
wife.
stereotypes, so.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you. What do y'all think? Because along with have you guys seen the new Elon thing? Do you know how Elon Musk gave? He has those Starlink satellites that provide internet, from satellite. Have you heard about this? And he gave a bunch to Ukraine, during their war, right? And then I don't know if you heard that he's trying to he had a solution for brokering a deal where it's like, let them vote, and if they want to be part of Russia, let them be part of Russia. Do you know about this? Have you heard about this?
No, I heard about the Starlink stuff.
Okay.
I've heard a
so-
little bit about this.
So,
yeah.
anyways, they got pissed at him for trying to say that shit, and then Elon Musk just most recently said, "It's like, by the way, I'm sorry, we cannot keep paying for these Starlinks for free. So if you want to keep using them, the U.S. government has to start paying them." It's almost like the ultimate. And here comes my point. People are giving him a lot of shit, but I'm of the belief that whoever provides the help sets the terms of the help. Like, for example, if you're helping a drug addict get clean, you're not going to do what they tell you they need for help.
Yeah.
You know, because you're welcome to take my help or not, you know, but these are the terms. What do you think? Does the person that gave the help set the terms, or do the other people have something, you know, a point?
I mean, at the end of the day, it goes to the dude setting the terms, but you would want the dude setting the terms to be like, hey, what do you guys want? How do you guys want this to look? But if he put up free internet, I think that's cool.
Because then beggars can't be choosers. It kind of brings into that thing, right? It's like,
Yes.
okay, if there's people lining up to help you, go right ahead. But hey,
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
Yeah.
So what's the cost? I mean, I'd be curious. What is the cost?
Imagine a shitload, right? Okay,
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, you know, it's obviously not, you know,
yeah.
hey, add me on your cell phone bill for an extra $30 a month.
Oh no, absolutely.
And of course, it's subscription
you
based.
know?
It's always subscription based.
Yeah,
You can't like pay. Can I just pay $300 to use this for the rest of my life? No.
Wow.
No, well,
But I
For
mean,
that's
$4
the trick.
grand, whatever.
Endless economic growth. That's how we're gonna get endless economic growth, because they realize, oh, you buy shit. You don't buy shit for every 2 years, but if we get you in a subscription, you're always buying shit. You never own it. We have a plan, or I have a plan, and Andy's on board. I'm buying every Blu-ray for every fucking thing I want to watch, because guess what? The moment that Blu-rays stop being made is the moment that your movies get censored. You know, Disney remakes movies and you don't know. You can't watch the original movie anymore.
Yeah.
Or-
to watch his Disney movies in the original. Right?
Freddie.
Yeah, they jack up the
With the
rates.
swastika still in.
Absolutely. With Walt Disney buried with the swastika in it saying, I will return, you know, from the fucking
You
prison.
know what? I was actually thinking about this. For Halloween, I was going to dress up as Winnie the Pooh and say it was Xi Jinping at the door. But I don't know why I was thinking about that.
I don't think that you should go to people's doors.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
'cause
they
I'm an
won't.
old- yeah, I'm an old
you're
guy.
very
Why'd I-
tall. I would not answer the door if you
That's so weird now that I think about
Yeah,
why I
you
say
in a
door.
belly shirt with no underwear, like and a red belly. Yeah.
No, like a onesie,
Oh,
like
okay.
if I'm going to like somebody's party or something. I haven't.
We heard Winnie the
Ironed
Pooh,
out the details.
You know, tiny red shirt, no pants.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Just swinging.
is it
Jewish
Balenciaga?
meat, swinging that kosher fucking
Donald Duck in it, baby.
that kosher
Donald
hammer.
The Hebrew National, dude. No.
Kosher hammer is a good
Yeah.
You should get that as your new handle.
But no, because I saw I went to this is the thing now. I feel like at this time of year, if you're like a dude dating, like just take your girl to Spirit Halloween. That's a check off the list. Right?
Explain.
Is that not?
Absolutely. No, I
explain.
already told him I wanted to go to the Halloween store. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're dating
What?
or
What
whatever,
Halloween
I
store?
want to go to the
Yeah, dude,
Halloween
yeah,
store.
you
And
should-
If y'all are going, I mean, whether you're taking a date or not,
Yeah.
I'll tag along.
Of
Hey,
course.
hey, you haven't
Spirit
even given me the
Halloween.
chance.
Didn't take me to this.
I didn't even know
It's a
that-
base place, dude.
I just moved
It is
here.
a base place.
Yeah. All right.
What's the Halloween store?
You're so funny, but you just say premises and then you stop.
I know.
Why the Spirit Halloween? I like this. This is good. Keep going.
I'm not going anywhere
Don't
with
you
this.
host a podcast? Don't you know how to do this?
I just threw the premise out there. There's 3 other people.
You'll do that on stage, and then you'll be like, you'll tell the crowd, "Oh, you didn't like that one." It's like, yeah, you didn't fucking do anything with it.
God
Like,
damn it, dude.
and you're so funny,
I
dude.
shouldn't have came, dude.
You're
I
so.
need to know right now, is this a budgetary thing? Are you going?
No.
Is this a ball
No,
on
I
a
just
budget?
I
Like, you
just
know?
went to Spirit Halloween the other day. That's why I was thinking about this.
Okay.
And I got this. We're like pirates from what's that show?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No. Our flag means death or whatever.
Oh, it's a
that
good
was
show.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Captain Phillips.
That's the one.
I thought you were going as Somali pirates.
No, dude, I'm not pulling a Trudeau.
I was going to go as a Somali pirate.
A blue hair Somali. That's great.
Well, full blackface.
Yeah.
You should be a Tom Hanks, actually. That's a big.
He should be Tom Hanks.
I'll do that.
You're
Yeah,
very
I'll fuck a kid.
Was it he the kid that got fucked? Remember that movie Big? That was
Oh, was he?
yeah.
I
He
forgot
was the
about
kid
that
got
movie.
fucked.
Yeah, a lady raped a boy
A
in that
boy,
movie.
a 13-year-old boy, no doubt. No doubt.
That's like at the end of Blank Check, that she kisses the kid. And she's
You
like
know-
our age. She's like 36.
Yeah, you know what? Movies used to be wild. Like,
Yeah.
you
You know
would not
what?
get away with that in this day and age.
You could. Guess what? We love remakes nowadays, and we love female leads. You know what? Big with a woman lead. Little 13-year-old girl turns into the 33-year-old girl, and then she gets banged out by her advertising boss. What? Equality, right?
I don't know that we could make that movie. Period.
There
In
was
this day.
a FX show about like a kid fucking his teacher.
Been inspired by Kanye.
No. You know
Moon
what I'm
Boy?
talking about?
No. What was
Which
it?
one?
I'm probably forgetting it completely.
God
It's
dang
called,
it.
like, the
Did you
teacher.
turn off the mic accidentally?
No, it's
Yes. No, but it was something. It was like a 17-year-old fucking like a 36-year-old woman, and he was like in love with her. So I like felt kind of
It
bad
was
for the
on
kid.
Hulu, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
He go
yeah.
crazy?
I think it was.
He went
called
crazy, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It was
as a guy. Sorry, go ahead.
The Teacher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I feel like as a young boy, I feel like every man goes through a point where like you get your first bad bitch, and that's relative,
I'm like,
right?
I'm in love with
and
her
you don't
for
know
like
how to
5
handle
years.
it. Your
You
girlfriend's too
don't.
hot. She's too whatever it is. It could be
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
you value, and you just don't know how to handle it, and you become insecure and you implode from the inside.
But the climb is what builds character.
It's momentarily it's good, but it's stressful because you think she's cheating on you because you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Or you have to move on, or your parents, you know.
Yeah,
whatever.
hopefully you learn from it.
Your parents are.
Because you're 17. Because you're 17-year-old kid, and she's fucking like, you know what I mean?
feel like this leads into an
A
unrequited
personal?
love
No.
story.
This
Yep.
does
Come
not.
on.
Yeah,
This does not.
This is
Let's
weird.
hear it.
This
Incesty
does not. This
stuff.
is.
Arturo actually told me one of his very
Aw,
first
it's very-
love stories the other. It was very sweet. It was beautiful.
Waiting outside the track.
No,
Oh,
not
is this a
that one.
train?
Let's hear that one.
Tell me which one you were talking about.
Okay, well, you've told me a couple. He got catfished one time.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
He was
With
catfished one time, and then he very unexpectedly fell in love with a girl that he did not expect to fall in love with because she was not a particular demographic that he thought he was attracted to, which is interesting to me. I think you know.
You find
that's a
love in
very
the most
spicy
unusual places you
topic
do.
to bring up in 2022.
Is
Love waits for no one, man. It's a very pretentious thing to say, but it's 100% true.
Yeah.
You know, dating's like a.
What does it
showing
what
milk
does it
cartons.
mean to you? Love waits for no one.
I don't know, man.
See, you've got some stories.
All premises, man. Like
Exactly.
fucking.
It's on the tip of his tongue.
Love waits for no one. What do you mean? He's like, I just wanted to say it.
Constantly.
But just drive a
We don't need
point.
to joke.
Just finish it.
Look at the story, man.
Gen Zs, they got no spine. Just follow what you want to
So
say.
vague.
Okay. So I met my current girlfriend on
Paramore.
Tinder.
Nice.
Hey,
Very
so did I.
That's-
We met on
Needle.
Tinder
Nice.
7 years
Yeah.
ago.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You know that it has like a bad rep, you know, dating
100%,
apps and stuff, and then oh hey, I'm doing this today. I'll come meet you for lunch or whatever. And
Yeah.
it just, I was
Yeah.
already seeing a girl, and I was like, this is the woman I need to be with.
Tinder exposed how full of shit people are because Match.com, before all the Tinders, it was like super taboo to be on it. But then Tinder came around and people were dropping dick off like crazy. And it reset the bar.
barometer, yeah.
Now
Absolutely.
Match.com people have like a superiority
100%.
on Tinder people. Yeah.
Now it's Hinge.
It's like we met on Match.
Yeah.
Hinge is real
So this is the
buttoned
gated
down.
community
Yes.
of dating apps.
Yeah, dude,
like-
humans, bro. We can't fucking help it. We
Yeah, yeah.
Have you guys seen, what is it, Wingman? Have you?
No, I haven't. What's
So
it about?
I did that for my friend Jordan, and Wingman is basically where I would control her dating app. Like we had an app together, and it was the Wingman app, and I wrote her profile. I would pick the boys for her. I did everything. It was very fun.
So you're like a
actually.
handler.
Women would love
I'm a
that shit,
wingman.
not me.
That's amazing because that's a
Is it?
critical point in a person's relationship. I'm working on, this is a bit I'm working on. I haven't said it yet, but like the idea of like being there when you're helping someone craft a high stakes text message. It's either when they first meet someone because they really like them, or it's like a breakup and your friend's like, what do you think about this? Is this too mean? Is this too like,
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's fucking,
I
that's
mean,
cool
what
that
do
that
girls
already
do?
exists.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, and
Yeah, I never heard about it.
I gotta help my friends more if they're like failing in love or
Well,
like something like that.
wingman,
I do need to push myself to be more of a wingman and more of a supportive friend.
Yeah,
Nice.
Absolutely. We can.
It's
all do
very
better.
sweet of you.
Sorry
man.
for another premise.
What are you
No,
trying
I was gonna say, how would you do that? You think?
Yeah. What are you trying to get a date on this podcast? You know, like.
because I've cut back on drinking a lot, so I have to think of more activities outside of that, and I invite people over for like dinner and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to be like the weird, sober, one-dimensional person. In that.
Have you invited any of us over for dinner?
No, you can
Not
come
one.
over. Now I feel like this is your open invite.
Just had lots of dinner.
You
and
have
we
you
weren't
both have
there.
my number now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I love inviting
That's the
people over for
barrier.
dinner. We're like, oh, okay.
Social media is whatever. Barriers, you're in my personal life now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is the real, you know?
So I mean, it's the good stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, people don't realize when they're like, it's easy for us to and this goes back to the myth of Sisyphus, right? Like the myth of Sisyphus, he pushes Doom to push the rock up the hill every time.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he gets to the top, the rock rolls down. And a lot of people see that as like, oh, what a thing. But you have to picture Sisyphus happy, because if you think about what happens when he puts the lock and it doesn't roll down. What does he sit down? What else is there to do, right? So you have to and how fleeting is the moment of success versus the grind that got you there. So I think a lot of people don't realize when they're in it that is the good time, and they're looking forward to this final cathartic moment, and it's like that's like that, and that's why they need to keep feeding the goose, because they never learn to enjoy the journey, with the journey as a destination. And why am I not fulfilled? Because you're looking at the wrong thing. You're focusing on the wrong item.
Yeah. I like that. Louis C.K. said something that stuck with me. That's to that point. It's like the mountaintop is just to visit. It's not. You can't live on a mountaintop. You need an oxygen gas,
love
tanks,
that.
and all that.
Yeah.
It's just a place you visit. You look at the sights, and then you see another mountain you want to climb. And to your point, it's the whole process of it. That's awesome.
I don't think I would be as funny if I didn't have my series of rock bottoms.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like, I'm
Absolutely.
not saying I'm like a
Trauma
hilarious
breeds
person,
comedy.
but
Yeah.
saying it why get like a little bit of laughs or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what keeps me like in motion. It gives me a little bit of confidence knowing I
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah.
Well, because you know that whatever that bottom is, you've already been there. You've been through it.
Yeah.
So what's the fear? Right?
Like the whole rejection thing, the worst like they can say is like no. Like I used to do door-to-door sales. Like I've had people say fuck off and die, you know. I've had people like pull out like a concealed carry. Be like, you're on my property. I'm like, okay, have a nice day, sir.
That's an
And-
extreme overreaction, sir.
Just have a no soliciting sign. How about that? You ever heard one of those?
A real jump.
Yeah.
Oh, when I did door-to-door sales, they didn't give a fuck. I did it for like 1 or 2 days. You know, this is how they always get the young people. Do you have a rock and roll lifestyle? Do you love rock and roll? And blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. Like, I'm fucking selling the paintings that end up at Goodwill. You know, you just go into like doctor's offices, right? It says no soliciting on all of the doors. Right?
Yep.
It's like, knock. Oh, by the way, I was just here. Just like when they come, I was just here trimming the trees. Fuck you. You know, like you came here because you're not trimming anybody's trees and you're trying to like, you know, like con me into be like, oh, okay, you must be trimming in the neighborhood. You're cutting me a deal.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's
No. Is this about our tree trimmers that came out? And then he got upset because
Listen, I have no issue with the tree trim. I have less issue with the tree trimmers than we had this guy, this little you might have seen him. There's this homeless guy, little short. I don't know if he's Hispanic. I don't know if he's black, but he's got a little mustache. And I see him everywhere. And I'm like, this guy, how is he homeless? He's getting around a lot. And first time I met him, he knocked on my door. He's like, hey, how you doing, sir? It's like, do you need, I want to see if I can mow your lawn or whatever. I like to mow my lawn. I like to, to handle things myself. And I'm like, no, thank you. And he's like, oh, okay. Do you have any money that you can spare? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, my mind, right? The last thing, I don't want anybody
so
knocking on
intolerant.
my door and asking me for money. Like, listen, knocking on your door and asking to do this, and then you're going to ask me for money? I was like, get the fuck out of here. I have a concealed carry permit.
so you tried to give him a little Harrison action. You're like, listen here, fuck off and die.
Well, like, how homeless did he look? Like, that's my question. Like, there's levels of homelessness.
Because you met him also.
I did.
Tell him
meet
what
him,
happened.
and I did meet him, and I actually kind of inquired to the neighbors because I see him around quite a bit too. He spoke with me, and he wanted to mow the lawn and asked for money and et cetera. And it didn't specifically bother me, except for when I said no, thank you. I'm going to mow the lawn. I'm good. I don't have any cash on me. I'm trying to listen to, I'm going to keep going, right? You've held me up. And then he said, well, is your husband home? Should I ask him? And I was like, motherfucker. Please, I wish you would. Please.
That
And I
was-
said,
yeah.
oh, no. And I said, and see, now, like, and, Arturo thinks that
If you let him get the question out,
I feel very disrespected sometimes.
No, that was rude.
Disrespected.
That
It
was rude.
rude.
That was like,
Dude,
hey,
how dare you?
excuse me, ma'am, with your small brain. Can you go get the?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Go
that
get your
was.
husband
yeah.
and let him explain this to
my
you.
boss used to do that constantly with people. Like,
With women?
Yeah, no, because he would
With
also.
humans or just women?
Just women.
Oh, okay.
But he was like an old school roofing salesman from like Iowa. And I mean, like trashing me, like, oh, he would, oh, could you speak? Could I speak to the man of the house or things
The
like that?
man of the house.
Yeah,
I'm the
whoever
man
pays
of
the-
the house,
yeah.
actually. Not really.
'Cause-
no, I'm just kidding with you.
He's definitely like, we're definitely the guys that like make the leads. He just like, here's the place you're going, and then he would like drive around to make sure we were working.
You make him sound like an old newsy guy, and he was like,
He's-
"Here's where you're going." He's got like a short tie.
He's
He's
definitely-
like, you
think
got
of, like-
Moxie, kid.
Yeah, think of like Ned Flanders, but like watches Tucker Carlson all day. Like that's the kind of person.
Tucker.
So
Yeah.
so just Tucker Carlson.
He just
He
Tucker
is Ned
Carlson,
Flanders.
but like the mustache, like slicked back
Yeah,
hair,
yeah.
like a racist Larry Bird. Was Larry Bird racist?
I don't think so.
I think he was because that's the only way he could have been that good.
Yeah,
competing
yeah,
with
yeah,
black
yeah,
dudes.
yeah.
It's like
He
I'm
was-
gonna beat them at their own
He
game.
was definitely fueled by hate.
Funny.
That's last time I said this was
I
on
think
your
so.
podcast. Yeah, I
I
forgot.
gotta
about
edit that in.
Well, we
Listen,
got it. No, we got it now.
I wish Tucker Carlson was in Comedy Central because the other day, you know, this congressman or senator that's getting hired that had a stroke and he's regaining his speech, and he has to basically. They had an interview with him, and apparently he needs to read the captions of what the other person's saying, right? And maybe even needs captions to also speak, right? And Andie and I saw it, and it's like, well, she's like, this guy can run for office, right? Like,
He will.
no. And then Tucker Carlson.
Actively. I mean,
Tucker
it's
Carlson's
a big
like,
deal.
listen, they won the American people. And by the way, for the transhumanists, this is amazing. It's the merging of a machine and a human.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's like, but how do we know that, you know, are the voters not supposed to ask? Is a staffer in the back, right? Are we a bunch of assholes? Like, this is what I like to say, you know? Like, I wish, because he has such a delivery. We were cracking up. He's like,
he's ridiculous. He's hilarious.
yeah, like, laughing
The
like
man's
this.
insane. He's absolutely a character, and what he is selling, people are 100% buying.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, he's like a stand-up. I consider him like Alex Jones. Like, listen, I'm not gonna listen to anything Alex
Because
Jones. I'm gonna
he's
take advice
insane,
from
yeah.
him,
But
right?
he's
It's just
entertaining.
so
But he's
entertaining.
100% entertainment.
It's like Tate.
I
It's
would
like
have him on
maybe
this
one
podcast.
clip of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just laugh. I laugh at him, and I like that. I like to laugh.
Well,
yeah.
if he wasn't on a national news station, I guess it would be easier to laugh at him.
He's
What if it
not.
was a local news station? A lot of local news is boring.
He should be public access, but he's worldwide.
It's like, how did you get here, homie? The news stations must really be trying. You know, next week we're gonna have naked news, and you know, like
I
Yeah.
messed around with a girl that used to buy his products.
what are his
Oh, Infowars product?
Info, yeah, she
Oh,
bought,
shit.
dude, she bought like the fucking cookies or some shit.
Dude, I want to get her on the pod.
Absolutely.
They're like, it's like water that prevents you from like it's weird conspiracy. It's tied
transgender
into
thoughts.
conspiracy.
I didn't
Oh my
even know he
God!
had
You just gave
products.
me a whole avenue of
Oh my
videos
gosh,
on
I
Manly
had no
Girly.
idea.
We reviewed, you know, Infowars
dude, that'd be
deodorant.
awesome. Oh, dude, that'd be great.
Right, and then they're like, I don't think there's really deodorant in any of this. It's a conspiracy.
He has like supplements and stuff, and it's usually tied to some.
It's like, if you want to stay free, stay away from the globalists. They,
I have a friend who does this quirky thing that every time there's a full moon, she gets all her bottles of water and she takes them outside and she lets them soak up the moonlight, right? And then she claims that when she's not feeling well during the month, she drinks her moon water and she feels better. So here's the thing. Her moon water is free. You know what I mean? It came from her tap. Yeah, she paid for it. But the idea of paying for magic water is absolutely like...
Oh, she's selling it.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's okay if she does that because it was
Yeah.
free and she didn't go on TV and tell people
Yeah,
that she
yeah.
bought it. You know, she told me. I guess I told everybody else.
no.
Bitch drinks moon water, you know, do you? Whatever.
Quick question. Let's peer into the male psyche. Freddie and Harrison. Freddie first. What do you think? You know, like having, you know, dated, you know, messed around with a woman that did that bought the Infowars stuff. What's the first thing you think about? Like, what is this girl like that you're about? If you're
Great
going
in
on
bed. Like her and
yeah,
I are
moon
gonna
water,
have a
right?
good weekend together.
Moon water, yeah.
Yeah, I'm drinking moon water with her. We're splashing moon water on each
Exactly.
other, dude. We're
Exactly.
dancing. There's a rhythm. The whole we're doing a long weekend together.
What a
Not in the
100%.
mountains and the foothills, but we're having fun.
For sure. And
the
she's
double
she
wide.
is really fun. You do, yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Harrison, do you cook
I'm
her?
joking. I don't know this person, but
No,
So-
she's amazing.
But
She'd
without
be
knowing
great
anything.
for
Yeah,
a
without
weekend
knowing
in the
anything.
Catskills.
I'm trying to think of a like.
there we go.
You know.
I never had the
Just
opportunity
in
to
a
date someone who's
cabin
like
with a
really
case of
crazy into
Moonwater.
conspiracies or anything like that, like a real like
Yeah.
a schizophrenic lady. You
No,
know?
you go on a date. You go on a first date with her. You don't know this. You're
Oh.
swiping right, and she's like, "Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
I like
it's-
to love my Moonwater. We're actually having a prayer circle where we're gonna sound a little crystal bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Are you in? Are you free tonight?
That is a Manslin family victim. That's what you're talking about.
Okay.
For sure.
I look at that
I'd go.
on the
I'd go.
same level as like religion, where I'm like,
Yeah.
some people need it to get by. I don't look at her. That to me, she's like a fun.
Absolutely.
And it's,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I-
You could,
yeah.
you could
I'm in.
convince her to like kill a politician,
No, no,
probably.
no. Okay, but that's
Do you
my
think
question.
so?
As from the male perspective, is that the question? Like, if she drinks Moonwater, is it okay? But if she drinks Moonwater and she does all these other things, then she's crazy.
It doesn't mean that she doesn't get cracked
Not
open. though.
Just
You
it
know,
has to
like-
be also other things. Like it has to like she has to talk to the rocks every morning. Like it has to have like a little
Why does it
affirmation.
matter? Like, why do you care if it makes her happy?
You know what? I should not. You know what? You're right. I should not.
dare you.
I should not get in
How
the way.
dare
I
you.
should not get in the way of other people's happiness.
Right?
But I know
It
sometimes
affects no one.
sometimes there's danger in being that happy.
That's very true. What?
She sounds like
Danger in
a
being
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Does that
She
make
sounds like a
sense?
woman you'd never forget. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
Like people like that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I love uniqueness, like, especially in a world where everybody's a consumer. It's so easy to become a carbon copy of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right,
Interesting
'cause
is
She's a creator.
she absolutely
She's a
is.
creator.
And yeah, uniqueness. I'll take that over. The
The
thousand
cookie cutter.
girls with a fucking felt hat and a fucking hanging little poncho with the
Yeah.
jeans and little fucking boots and the goddamn glasses. Oh yeah. I love ACL. Like fuck you. Like,
We're losing a little bit of individuality.
The thing
Yes.
of it is, he says that, but he likes that look on me. He likes it.
don't get me wrong. I love the look, but I hate the carbon copiness that comes with the look sometimes. you know?
Yeah,
Like-
I like a girl that might wear that, and then you talk to her, assuming she's that person, and she completely surprises
Yeah.
that, like proves you wrong.
Like
and
an
now,
accountant with blue hair.
exactly, yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's,
If I didn't know you, I'd be like, oh my God, this bitch is about to tell me how the fucking animals, how it's meat is murder, whatever. Do you know how many bunnies, rodents, and monoculture you come out of veganism and vegetarianism, right? Do you want to kill the earth? It's very easy, like, we're humans, we love to make a line, an arbitrary line, and be like, this is the right thing, where it's shades of gray based a lot
Do you
of
want me to
on.
get that?
Huh?
Do you want me to get that?
yeah. Sasha,
Get what?
Sasha Goldman
Sorry,
is
it's your door.
his archetype. When I heard his accent, I was like, Boston, white dudes from like
Yeah.
Boston, Philly, New York. Is that Sasha? Hell yeah. What time is it?
It's 3. What time? What 3:06.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
gotta
I
run?
can hang out a little bit longer.
Okay,
than
cool,
I'll-
cool, cool.
no.
Sasha, welcome
Sasha,
in,
what up?
please.
We were just singing your praises.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Have a seat, brother.
Yeah, you kind of sound like Michael Rappaport. That's what he sounds like.
I did not say that.
Really?
I said I like the way Sasha talks. Yeah, don't fucking rope me.
What? I think my.
It's
It has
complete.
like a
He
16
sounds like he's from Boston.
Oh yeah. You're
Rappaport
right. He's
sounds
more
like
New
New
York.
York.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right. More New York. I'm sorry to lump all the northeastern people in.
It's easy to do,
It
but
is.
it's very, there's
insulting.
nuance. Yeah,
It is. He has every right to be too. His anger is rational.
I went to school adjacent to Stephen Tyler.
Yeah.
Jason. Jason.
Oh, we have an audience here.
times.
What is this? The comedy game show? Yeah. No, we have the host of the comedy game show here.
Sasha, when can I be on the comedy game show?
Who's that asking?
Freddly Valoy.
You need the guy that turned it down twice?
I turned it down. I turned it down once.
Turned it down twice.
I turned it down once.
Oh my God, we got that on the podcast.
Sasha counts one hit as two. He's getting.
Oh well, Sasha's in the background. No hot mic today. Correct? No hot
No
mic.
hot mic.
Okay, yeah. So we were just talking about bitches. You love this topic,
Which is why Sasha would like no hot mic thing.
Yeah. So, what were we just talking
We're
about?
talking about
We're talking
individuality.
about,
Moonwater gal, and then we were. It was tapering off, so I think we were jumping to
yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
Yeah,
But
let's do it,
yeah,
Well, what is it that we're jumping into?
I don't know.
Oh, I
got it,
actually
baby.
have something right here. I wrote it down. Right down. So,
Back on
Coming in
track,
clutch.
baby.
I mean, I'm down to talk about my Moonwater friend. You guys are wrong. She's lovely.
I said she was lovely.
Yeah.
She
She
is
could
lovely.
probably be
You'd
the
like
most
her.
polite woman I've ever met.
The what did you
She
say?
could probably be the most polite woman I've ever
I
met.
didn't say she was polite.
Okay.
That's probably what makes her nice.
Okay, I have a question for you. 'Cause
Charming.
we had this question with Andy the other day, and I started with you first. I'm gonna start with you for now, Harrison. Now there is this thing about our jails, for-profit jails, and all these other topics, right? And we were talking about there was a kid, right, that I think committed something or maybe whatever. He was a minor, so he got a couple of years and then released. A lot of people want, oh, no, they should be in jail for 20, 30 years, right? But he's a kid, right? Like, so we're almost able to make mistakes. But you also can't have dangerous people running around in society, right?
Yeah.
So I think that we should be able to, okay, you have life in prison or whatever if you have the capital death, or exile. Right, and we have either like an island or something
wants
where
a
guess
new
what
Australia.
you can spend in jail like the
He wants an
punishments
island
as
boy.
they are stay,
He wants an island
or and fully cameras all over the island, fully whatever, or you get exile. Right,
I like this. I think they should be exiled to Epstein's Island, and then we weekend at
cheese.
Bernie's. Jeffrey Epstein every weekend, so they get a break during the week, and then he tries to molest them.
and if
Every-
you
every weekend.
become
like a
viral,
game of chicken,
you get
essentially.
released. Guess what, baby? If you're a star,
Yeah.
because we're gonna make money out of it. It's gonna put it on YouTube, all the
Yes.
cameras, right?
Advertising.
Then that's how
GlaxoSmithKline.
you get your parole. You got
Yes.
to make enough money back, pay for your crimes by people watching you, and now you're
That's what I think they should do with
Probation?
the border is like get video cameras and live stream it, and then put advertising, and that will pay for the immigrants coming in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so
And then it
surprised.
was-
So great.
Dude, I'm so surprised. No,
You know what? I really like that you're reaching for conclusions across the divide, whereas
dude.
everybody else is just like, no,
Yeah,
If I'm
He's
an
looking for
ad agency
solutions.
in New York, I'm looking to put like a Pepsi billboard right by the border. That's what I
Hey,
want people to
Pepsi's
see.
Pepsi in
Be
Spanish
American, drink Pepsi.
Yeah, or like Coke or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
too. Coca-Cola.
it's a bunch of ad space that's not being used.
100%. That's a ton of
But
it's
I,
great.
I,
Build
I
the
like
wall.
the I like the
Dude.
camera idea. You know,
Oh, you can use augmented reality to put
Yeah.
You just make it tall and
There's
you
like
put
a
it.
mirror on it, or it's like, this is what you look. This is you on 5 gum or whatever.
This is
I was like, did you 5 gum?
you leave a bunch of vault poles at the other end and you make it just like a regulation Olympic vault. So it's like if you can make it across, welcome to the U.S., baby. You're now part of the U.S. Olympic team.
Yeah,
my God.
I like that.
Yeah, because we're
That's-
losing.
well,
we're
then
losing a lot of
then
Olympics.
That increases our capability as a country, I guess.
Absolutely.
100%.
USA, baby.
And there's room along the
USA
border for
all the
all these
way.
different things. It's great.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. It's
Okay.
like a Spartan
Shot put.
race, but just along the border. You know, like
Shot put, yeah.
You fling this. You
Yeah.
got it, you know.
oh man, how did you two meet? How did you meet Harrison? Also through comedy?
I was buying porn at his dad's porn.
A lot of porn in the Jewish industry. You did say you were from Hollywood.
And I was like, who's-
No, I'm not actually.
I was like,
No,
who's the
no,
kid cleaning up all the semen in the bag?
dude, yeah, that's-
He's
with
got
his hands.
moxie.
Yeah.
Just like Bruce Springsteen factory work, dude. Just
Oh, that's like Alex Vashenko's like his dick measuring bit is just so funny. That's what you just reminded me. You heard it, right?
Which bit?
He's got a dick measuring bit that he's like,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
so good. I gotta get him on.
yeah.
Jim Payne, I think, is also coming. I gotta check his if he messaged me. I can't hear anything with these headphones, but
Alex Vashenko was the only kill that I followed that I was like doubting myself because he has a very like the one-liner. If people like one-liners, then they might not like what I do. Is what I was thinking. But usually when people are killing, I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to ride this energy.
Yeah.
Alex Vashenko, he just goes up there, motherfucking
Yeah.
with that Soviet
He's so
block comedy,
structured.
bro, and he just fucking crushes it, dude. I love him.
I don't know that I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah. He is from Ukraine, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my mother, she's from another country, and
Which country?
England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the white.
she's like
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was assuming Eastern Europe or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I think
I
you
was
took
like,
me
I'm
on
not that
Armenian,
cool. No.
maybe.
It's yeah. The best thing that I got out of it was that I got a cool name, and my family. I think I did not realize it until I was an adult, but they're weird. Like they're different, and that's why I am the way that I am.
Yeah.
I did not, but that's the other thing is like I was homeschooled. So I
Oh,
was
nice.
not aware that I was weird until I was basically an adult, and I was like, oh, it's too late now. I'm already this. Like,
You're like, I'm on this
You're
track.
working back-
yeah,
backwards.
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
like, to the point with, junior high and high school, how it really kind of squashes people. I don't think I got that. Like, nobody told me that was strange.
I wanna
so I
homeschool
never
my kids
stopped.
when I have
You
them.
should.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like, so I think the social media and internet, right? I'm not a technophobe, like, industrial society and its perils, right? But I do think that technology has been applied to the wrong thing. So I tell them, like, listen, there's no cell phones, no social media. We're going to live in a homestead. She's like, well, but you're also going to be careful because you don't want them to fall behind. And she's like, how are you going to do that? I'm like, listen, I can teach them electronics. I have to learn it first. And at home, and they can build a computer. They don't need to connect it to the internet, and they'll be probably further ahead than their peers.
That's 100%. Yeah. I mean,
'Cause-
we had a.
Not connected to the internet.
Not
They'll be
connected to
further
the
than their
internet.
peers.
I got so many things I want to add on to this because
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
one of the things is, you guys remember computer class when you were
Yeah.
younger? Okay. I
had
remember.
computers,
I
okay?
remember. I remember like the fucked up shit that
Barely.
like kids were looking up in middle school.
Y'all fuck with school?
Did
Y'all remember?
they have Netflix when you were?
God damn it, bro! Like, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get
depression.
somewhere because like the internet like fucked me up as a young kid.
Yeah.
You know what I
Harrison,
mean?
we had Netflix, except there were DVDs coming in their fucking mail. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
but
GameFly.
The internet fucked you up.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's-
the internet
that's our
definitely
point.
fucked me up. I don't want to be.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
internet
too
fucked me up.
anti-internet, but like internet to like with no like safe search at all when you're in 6th grade is a problem for
For
a
sure.
public
Yeah.
middle school. It is because I remember kids were looking up like one man, one horse. Yeah, like one man, one jar.
What if you were today, where your teacher could have an OnlyFans? What would you have done?
Oh, if my teacher, well, I was in 6th grade, so I didn't know what my dad till I was like 15, maybe 14. So I think by then I was already gone. I was already in the rabbit hole of pornography, but
I asked one of my teachers out
The
senior year
bunny
of high
hole,
school on
yeah.
a date.
it's bad, man.
Yeah, how'd that go?
She said no. Yeah,
Good for
as she
her.
should
Good for
have.
her. Yeah. So she's like, I
Yeah.
live in the suburbs and I have 3 children.
Yeah.
What are you doing,
She's like,
child?
we can't go out on a date, but we can go on a date in my car.
That's right. She's like, I got this minivan.
God, that would have been
I'll
great.
teach you to be a man.
Miss Petrangalore. She
Oh
was an
my
Italian lady.
Oh yeah.
I gotta tell you,
She
there
had
were,
big old Italian.
Oh
titties.
yeah, she was single too.
no, there
What
was
was,
this
was her name like Miss Loomy or something? Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Lumi.
No, Miss Petrangalore.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good name.
Petrangalore. Yeah.
No, but like when you're a teen, also like I must have been a junior or something, and they replaced the English teacher. It was like sexy ass 26-year-old at
what's-
the time. I don't even remember her name. I was too busy looking at her. And I never forget 9/11. You know.
I passed A push with a hot teacher, so like I think a hot teacher could be a benefit sometimes.
Yeah?
because
Pay
you want to
more
like.
attention to her?
I
Oh, a
think
hot
so.
teacher is a benefit. You want to do well.
She was
you
also
want
in
her to
the
like you.
same music I was, which was weird because I was also like into 9 Inch Nails, but like on a basketball. Like I would wear
bet.
wear like Hot Topic shit.
You're like,
That
I
girl,
wanna fuck
she
you
was-
like a
Yeah, like really that. Yeah, like
She was probably so clever. She probably had never heard 9 Inch Nails. She probably told every student in that class that she liked exactly what
Yeah.
they liked.
Oh damn, yeah.
you're probably right.
The
Dude.
English teachers are probably the hottest, right, per capita.
Yeah.
really-
Well,
English
or the
teachers
ugliest.
and then
Or the
history
ugliest.
teachers.
Oh, history, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one you said?
Or the oldest and ugliest. The
Oh,
English
shit.
teacher
Two
come in two
ends, yeah.
flavors.
Yeah, it's
you
either
know?
one or the other.
I watch granny porn though, so I have room.
Getting into that
age.
now?
Yeah, I like that. I like to.
Only if she's fucking a younger guy, like way younger,
Like
like
pool boy
60
young?
years. in between, you know, like, he's like, come and get
talking
these
bus boy young
titties, you
dude?
know? Like,
No, no,
No?
I'm not into any of it.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
can keep it.
yeah.
wrong?
You don't want to go down the rabbit hole or the bunny hole of a pubescent man's internet searches.
That's my
No.
feminist in me. Is I'm not one of these guys like I don't like old women. I'm going for young.
Yeah.
I appreciate a mature woman.
Yeah.
You know what bothers me
Oh.
in pornography?
I did in my
Stuck porn.
20s. Now it's
Stuck porn.
Stuck porn got me off of pornography, I think.
What's stuck porn?
You guys don't know what stuck porn is?
They are like get stuck in the dryer. And like, oh my god, I can't. I do like this. Some of
hate
the
the fucking
clunky
phrase.
dialogue in
What?
porn is so fucking hot. It's like they're like, why'd you fucking spill the milk? Now I gotta jerk you off. Like I'm like, okay.
This is so interesting.
Oh,
Like,
you know,
I did not know.
I don't
any
mind
of
stuck
this.
porn, but I need a camera inside the dryer.
like-
so I can't just. You know what?
stuck on
Sometimes
the
it's just
table.
you just see that back half. I'm like, give me double cam. You know,
Yeah,
like put some
yeah.
production value into this. You know, like I can't jerk off if I can't see your face.
Like
you know,
Steve-O in the
Like-
porta potty, you know what I mean?
The what? The
Like
what?
Steve-O in the porta potty, like he's just, like you're getting that camera angle of getting stuck in a closed space.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the camera angle when they're like showing everything, but they're like either wearing a little mask or showing your face? You show me the inside of your pussy, and you're not gonna show me your face?
Oh my
No,
god.
I want to
we
go
gonna
back on another subject. But like, what if the washer dryers are like a GE or Samsung, and like
Jesus.
GE is like suing them, like you can't keep putting this. We don't want.
That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
you know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna use our product if
Well,
a
but-
woman is getting stuck in it. You know what I mean?
They're gonna think that it's a hazard.
Yeah.
Every time I use
Dangerous.
the dryer, I just bend over and holy shit,
Safety hazard.
there's dick constantly coming out of everywhere.
Then they'd be like, oh, I got crazy glue stuck on the desk and I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
get
yeah.
out.
It's
and,
a Kia desk,
and the
you know.
brother's like, all right, well, fucking turn around. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So that got you off of porn.
Yeah, kind of like, oh, I felt like I need to, I don't know, work out more.
Work
Something like
out
that.
more.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like
your-
like improve myself.
I see,
Oh, that's
okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Damn,
Well,
that was
you-
motivational.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Like my cardio's better now because like I heard this like dumb joke one time. It was like, oh, I started beating off. It's better for my cardio. I was like, dude, that sounds depressing.
Was that your joke?
No,
Okay.
I think that was someone else's.
I can see you.
Freddie, I'm not that funny. Okay,
He's like, if you laughed, it was, but it's not anymore.
You are hilarious. You just gotta fucking follow through. I swear to God.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're
Appreciate
you're
it.
awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
So, Andy, we're gonna blow your
So
mind
are
a
you.
couple more times,
no.
gentlemen. Most times you've jerked off in one day.
Ooh, like 7 or something like that.
Seven, man. You got
rookie numbers. You need to pump those numbers up.
6 maybe. 6, 5, 5. I think 5 to be honest, because I was doing things. I was probably
I don't
playing
wanna
video
say you
games. I was probably doing something else.
Was that for the Jewish Star? You did it
Yeah,
5.
five times. I wanted to do 8, but I was like, that's offensive. You know what I mean? It's not trying to get the
How many
miracle
points
of
does
like
that star have? Is it 5?
5. Yeah, you're
Okay,
right.
all
You're right. You're right. Like the pentagram.
Is it?
You know, like there's not a lot of Jews in Peru, where I'm from. There's a few, but they're just weird. You know, like keep them,
They're like, what
somewhere
are you
else.
doing here? That's weird.
But no,
You're a
it's-
weird white.
The national religion is Catholicism. Hey, I was white in Peru too, my
having
friend.
so
you
much
know,
fun with this.
I remember I bought a little ring at the swap shop, and it had like a Star of David, and to me it was just like, whoa, I'm like,
It's
oh, that's
drip,
cool,
yeah.
iconography, you know, like I'm wearing it in the pinky, you know. People are asking me, "Are you Jewish?" I'm like, "No, why?" You know?
That's awesome.
Oh man.
So, do you carry your Jew gold with
No,
you?
I
or,
don't. I don't.
okay.
Unfortunately, I left it at home because Trey Parker Metstone told me to.
Now the people who carry gold with them are libertarians. It's not even the
Yeah.
Jews anymore.
Yeah.
Gold bars.
Exactly. You're right because
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
because
libertarians.
it's like a
Right.
currency. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
like
invest
fucking.
in gold, shove gold up your ass, just,
Yeah.
just in case. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
dude, sun your genitalia, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we talking about? We're talking about Jews.
Jew gold, I think.
Jew
Well, you're gonna
gold.
tell us where it is.
Jew gold.
I never understood that about jewelry. I saw uncut gems, and I don't know a lot of people in the jewelry business. That's one business I don't know
Oh,
about.
The man that was horrified about me, and you might have missed it earlier, I for the first time have applied for jobs and gone to interviews with blue hair. And I'm an accountant, so that's
Oh.
interesting. You know what I mean? Because people expect accountants to be a certain
Button
kind
down,
of
corporate, yeah.
And I am a very serious person, but blue hair.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, no, there was the jewelry man. He was horrified as I was walking towards him. The look on his face, I might have been
It's very conservative.
Wait, was he
business.
Jewish?
I don't know if he was Jewish, but he was from New York. He had a very thick New York accent. I couldn't tell you from
Oh,
where.
gosh,
in
yeah,
New
yeah.
York. But
He's got the hat?
He was
Yarmulke?
no.
Okay.
No, because I
Okay.
would have recognized that. But no, he had a
Yeah.
thick accent, lots of jewelry. You want to talk about the drip on this man?
Going back to the Judaism thing.
I'm assuming he's conservative.
yeah, going back
That's why he
super
shook his
conservative.
head. He because that's a slander for the right wingers is to call like,
blue.
oh, these fucking blue hairs, like
Yeah.
it's a
Maybe.
So
I
he
guess.
walked in and he was like, oh my god, Fox News was right.
Yeah.
Very so.
And
but
with
yeah.
all the jewelry, he was probably Italian, heavy New York accent, and they usually vote
I
know,
got
that
the
way.
impression that he wasn't real pleased. You know, I went ahead and took Arturo's car because I was like, fancy jewelry store. I better drive the Porsche. You know what I mean? So I pulled up right, and I always look nice. I look the part, and I think that he was almost a little bit bothered that I was not more impressed with him. Do you know what I mean?
That sounds like
And
a
I
dude
think
thing,
that
yeah.
well, no, it's 100%. And I will tell you right now that it's a certain kind of man that can handle a woman that's not specifically so freaking fall down impressed with him. Like, you can try to impress me all you want, but, you know, if you're going to bring something real, you know what I mean? Like, bring something that's actually going to impress me. And also, if you're all flash and no substance, then it's not going to work
you know what?
either.
If I was trying to impress you, Andie, I would bring you some Moonwater.
Yeah.
That's I'm not coming in flashy.
mean,
Yeah.
freaking better be that.
Well, but that's just it. But that's the other thing is, like, if a man brought me Moonwater, I would be confused, but that would be better.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Than
yeah.
being like, oh, well, please be impressed with all of my jewels. Well, thank you. I'll get my own jewels.
You gotta know what gifts to give people. I think my girl actually taught me that lesson.
That's a good lesson.
That's not my love language is gift. My love language is literally people's time.
I love
Okay,
that.
now I need you to follow up and tell us what's the gift that you got her. You're like, my girl really taught me, how to,
How did she
give
teach you
gifts,
that?
and I
Let's hear
give
the
great
story.
gifts, and then, okay, so I'm just fucking with you.
How
bro.
did she teach you this? And what gift did you get her most recently?
Herpes.
Herpes.
You saw giving.
I
love the point you did to me. That was great.
Giving.
Fuck yeah, Harris.
Yes. That's the gift that'll follow her the rest of her life. She can give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Listen, she'll get it more often than AIDS. AIDS is like you don't even have a gift anymore. You know, like,
AIDS isn't even cool to get.
it's not
anymore.
even what you can live a whole life and
Dude,
have
she doesn't even
children
play
that don't have it.
I watch
She doesn't
anime.
play basketball.
I watch anime, and a lot of commercials that come up, during the whatever in between, are HIV medication. I'm like,
Really?
What are they saying? Yeah, I'm like, why? Yeah, I'm like watching Full Metal Alchemist, and then in between they're like Dovato. That's the name of the HIV brand.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're just like, you're gay for watching cartoons.
Yeah. And now a word from our sponsor, Dovato. If you got AIDS,
I'm watching a lot of balance training videos, and they're like, "Look, here's a vitamin that cleans out your colon. It's like called like Zupu or whatever." I'm fucking giving them shameless promotion, but like doing it for like, hey, even though you've done stretching for like 20 minutes, here's this like pill or whatever. And I keep getting those ads for like my health.
Why would you want that?
It probably knows I don't have health insurance. I think that's why the algorithm has
there's
figured
like-
that
you know,
out.
I think Harrison.
Do you
They
have
definitely
an-
know you
an-
don't have health insurance.
Yeah.
Like, do you have an amoeba or something?
No,
What's
no, I'm
happening?
fine.
Like, do you need to like just
No,
complete what's
no taper. I'm
going on?
healthy. I'm mostly healthy as a horse. I just get like injured playing basketball or working out or something. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, ladies.
I feel like you need to see a doctor, maybe.
Maybe.
So, what's the
You know,
best gift that you've
tapeworm.
given?
Maybe.
You gotta-
Tapeworm. What could be a tapeworm?
Yeah. I have a question for you guys. So to help Ukraine, I couldn't give money or anything.
Yeah.
I let like 6 Ukrainians share my Netflix account.
Oh,
When's a good
nice.
time to knock them off of it again?
I think
'Cause,
you
like,
just cancel it.
You just cancel it?
Just
Okay.
cancel Netflix and then
Wait
start a
after
new one.
Christmas. Wait after
after
Christmas.
all right, New Year,
Yeah, New Year.
Netflix.
You got to
all right.
start. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
but here's the thing: you can't now because Elon Musk is going to take away their Starlink. So the problem will solve itself.
Oh, there you go, and I can still be
Right?
the good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely. Why are you trying to make yourself the bad guy here?
Freddie, I'm still thinking about a joke that you did on my podcast where it was a Costco gift card and you were going to tattoo it on your arm.
No, not on my arm, on my back.
On
Like,
your
I don't have any tattoos yet, but for the past few months, I've really been wanting.
like
I've
a
been
gold
saving
membership.
one, and I want one for comedy, and that would be my comedy tattoo because I thought about it and I started laughing. So
What
I
if
was
they
like,
did something like that for the Holocaust? Like they gave us like a Vic card or like a barcode. So
Well,
if we
they
got
already-
like,
I mean,
oh,
the
they
numbers
did
are
the
pretty
numbers. Damn.
Why would you say that?
I know. But like,
You're not very good at being Jewish, man.
What if Jewish delis like gave you like a discount? Because like they're not giving you food for free. I'm just gonna
my
be straight up
God.
honest with you. They're
They're
not.
they're not giving you a discount. You know why Jewish women? You know why Jews get circumcised?
Oh, tell me why.
Because
dude.
a Jewish woman won't touch anything that's not 20% off.
It's not wrong.
That's a street joke. That's a street joke. That's not me. That's not
Street
me.
joke. That's a good street joke.
Yeah.
You meant it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I don't know if I'll circumcise my kid. That sounds very lame, but I don't
want it to look like. I
How
don't
dare
know.
you?
Really?
No, I
Really?
have a son, and yes, absolutely.
circumcise him?
You know why? Because we live in America.
You're too progressive.
And it
You're like,
is-
I don't want
No.
to butcher him.
And I'm telling you, as a woman, that living in America, you're narrowing his ability to fuck.
Really?
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I'm
literally,
not
You're probably
some
right,
woman
yeah.
is gonna look at his dick and be like, "Oh, that's weird,"
Real-
and then you're gonna give him a concept like, "What? This is America."
So you
and
want
we're
my son to be able to fuck with the lights on.
100%. You know,
My thing is the
we like
hygiene thing too. If it smells.
Yeah,
Nobody's
no, you just
sniffing
got to
those
clean it.
things,
You got to
yeah.
be yeah, it
Yeah,
can't happen.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm uncircumcised,
Yeah.
and I fucked a lot.
Yeah.
It's never been a problem
I
for
really like
me.
that this happened.
But it's
Yeah.
the cleaning thing, I think.
It's
Well, but-
never been a problem.
We need the other side of the story.
That's fair. And here's the thing. Specifically, I wouldn't necessarily put me off and never has, but my son, I didn't want to sandbag him,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
With
And
all
subscribers,
that
if you want to
extra
see
shit.
Freddy's uncircumcised dick, join the Patreon. Yeah.
You know those things, those jelly things from the '90s? That like, that's what an uncircumcised. That's what girls tell me. Like, oh, this it was like for girls in my generation, it was a nostalgic thing. They'd be like, oh, this is nice. Like fucking, you know.
It's like an anteater that got too much sun.
Yes.
I had a question for you. I'm glad we have the JewAnon on here.
Oh, thank you.
Harrison. We've talked about how American Jews are asked to go to Israel.
Yeah.
Maybe the other way because that way you're on frame. Yeah, you're going towards the lights. Question: have you is it also a thing to go to Poland and see the?
They have something called March of the Living. I have not been to it. My partner. I like to say partner because that sounds like more progressive. And
Oh,
it throws
Yeah,
people
you're Gen
off,
Z.
you
You
know
all
what I
say
mean?
partner.
I say
Yeah.
partner when I'm at work.
I say
when
that
I
in
refer to him.
interviews too. So they're like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for
Gen
sure.
Z men want you to think that they're gay. But
Yeah,
they
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
every conversation's a chess match.
I'm a feminist. I just want to say from the beginning.
All right, yeah. So she went to March of the Living, but she also lived in Germany when she was like 12 to like 14.
Oh, neat.
So she saw she saw all that stuff.
Also a Jew?
No,
Oh.
no.
Just
parents.
Jew.
She was infiltrated.
Jew-
yeah.
yeah, literally. No, she's a shiksa, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Yeah,
Gentile?
Friend of the
We'll have
child.
to bleep,
Gentile,
we'll have to
that's
bleep
like
that.
Gentile woman, and that's like I guess I don't know if that's like a slur. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's been. That's like
We'll
cracker.
bleep it.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
all of
they said
it.
it on Seinfeld, but I always kind of thought of it as a slur because in that they were very
No.
demeaning towards chicks and women, kind of.
If you meet some of my family,
Oh,
they gonna say some things about Gentile people that
your family's real Jewish. Huh?
like they were up like
I
they
mean,
don't.
because here's the thing: like I'm like an eighth Jewish.
Okay, yeah.
We're not that Jewish.
Yeah, no, like they, what is it? Like I have to wear a yarmulke if I go in their house. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like that type of deal.
Okay.
Like around them, like what was it? Like when I was in Israel and shit, like I would get like a free meal out of them once in a while. But like,
Would it be rude to fashion a yarmulke into like somewhat of a Yankee fitted? Same
Oh,
same
yeah.
dimensions.
Yeah.
What a tiny brim. Just like
I wanted, dude, Freddie, I'm so glad you brought this up because I really actually wanted to talk about this.
Why does this not happen?
No, because I think I would wear a yarmulke, but I am so like insecure about color coordination, it would never work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
Like I'd have to match it with every outfit I would have possible. You know what I mean?
Freddie, you just said every Gen Z man wants you to think that they're gay. Yeah, like all of them.
I mean, I did want to. I wasn't gonna mention it, but your shirt it matches your socks and
Appreciate
your
it.
shoes.
Fucking
I really,
crisp.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Thanks,
it
man.
looks good.
This guy's
Wow.
fucking after he leaves
I'm
this
actually-
podcast.
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
dude,
what
white
was-
guys that were on a basketball team usually have style.
Yeah, you
Right?
have to have a
Calling
little.
them,
You have to have a
yeah.
little bit of drip.
For
Yeah.
those after the game press
Yeah.
conferences.
You had to. Yeah. You
So
could.
they don't get roasted.
You could hit on a JV cheerleader after this.
Sure.
Maybe
Is that what you're
like
aiming
maybe an
to
O.
do
Not
today?
now, Jesus.
No, he's
Yeah.
still.
Remember we said all Jews are not. We can't say the P word. I don't want you to get
Oh
demonetized.
yeah.
Going to heaven.
No, he said that that Israel is like Thailand for P words.
As it is for Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's their pilgrimage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
I've never heard
there's
that
this thing
before.
in Poland, right? Like the place where the encampment Bist du Arbeit.
Krakow, all this. Yeah.
Krakow,
Krakow,
yeah.
yeah.
So
The ghetto of
And I
Lords.
went there, and if you've watched it on videos or whatever, I gotta say it was a little bit underwhelming. But follow me with this, right?
Yeah.
There's people doing the pilgrimage, everybody with the yarmulkes, and there's like a whole group, of Jews, and there was a lot of people, and everybody's like, "Oh, we gotta be all somber and everything,"
Right.
And sorry, baby, this is where I'm American, like I think you do that during the day. At the end of the day, there's revenue being brought into this place, right? This place, for all intents and
running a
purposes,
business.
is a tourist attraction,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my idea was, and I was with a group, and they thought I'm like, some people, I see what you say, and some people are like, that's very insensitive. I was like, okay, it doesn't even have to be during the day, but you have a private tour. Let's say 18 plus. You put on some AR goggles, right? And you walk through this place, and you have the tour guides dressed as German Nazi officers, right?
my God.
You walk in, and you get like a little coat, like that's actually like the uniform, like you've actually been there, and you walk through all the things, and guess what? You just need speakers outside when they walk you through the room. That there's the wall where they would take out just because. I feel like people go as a tourist attraction and they don't have an impactful experience. All of a sudden, let's get you in the zone, and
We
you
need
walk
some
through those things,
VR
and you hear
glasses.
bang against the door, and you hear like guard dogs like rah rah rah, and you hear like there's this KP, right? Like tell me that you would, and then they march you into like, okay, we're gonna
Our
go
truck.
downstairs. Like my question is no, because people treat it like a tourist attraction. People go, I have to go, and then
Take
they
pictures,
pretend, and then they
selfie
take their picture and they pretend.
Yeah.
I want you to really,
Feel it?
especially if
Yeah.
you're not Jewish, what connection do you have with that place, right? I want you to feel the terror that people, that Jewish people culturally
You
have
want like
been
an
able.
immersive reality experience like that
Yeah.
Van Gogh museum.
100%, 100%. And guess what? You can do it at night when the place is closed, and you can charge money for it. That way, you can preserve the place. You can, like.
So wait, yeah. I mean,
This is
Is it
very
insensitive?
insensitive. I'm actually very on board with this. Like to
Oh,
put.
yeah.
Is it
JewAnon's
seasonal or
on
all
board.
year round? Because it sounds like a haunted house situation where
Yeah, exactly. This can't be year round.
But,
This is-
it should be maybe like like whenever the busiest season is, the tourism season. Because think about it, right? Like, are you gonna remember? Like, I went through there, like okay, you see some shoes, like in the grandeur thing. But if all of a sudden you have AR, because in AR, then you can see you're also surrounded by people. It would be your tour, but you're all in it. And all of a sudden, right? You would all of a sudden, and then you see the shoes, and you're like, holy fuck! Like all of a sudden, you would. I feel understand the magnitude of it. That it's like. It's just fucking foundations all over the place. Like where you like, I feel like.
Can I add on to this?
Yeah.
Arturo made the second round of interviews to run Guantanamo Bay, and he says he needs an outlet.
Freddie, I got to add on to this. Should we do the same in like plantations in the South? Should we have like an immersive experience? Because like I know this sounds stupid, but
like Django, like you walk into Django.
yeah, you walk in,
know,
yeah. Like I'm tired of the slave movies. I just want to have like an Oculus
An
experience
immersive
now.
slave experience.
Immersive
I'd rather-
experience,
I
yes.
think that's more feasible for white liberal guilt.
Are you going to be a slave or a slave master?
A slave.
I feel like that'll get old quick. Let me just try this other thing. And you're like, I'm not going back.
Dude, and you're like, what, imagine you could like play like a slave master or like a fucking
wait,
whatever
would
you
enjoy-
want.
Was that something that you would be into? You'd be like, yeah, I'd beat up some white people.
I feel like it would have. I
I
feel
just go to town on these stupid white people.
I would have played the
We'd
dog.
all-
I'd be like,
like a Stanford prison experiment type of situation.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like a game needs to be in a challenge skills sweet spot. It can't be too easy or too hard. So that game wouldn't work because you'd never win as a slave. You always win as the man. It's just like,
Nobody wants to. Yeah.
Either side is gonna get boring. You're like, all right.
I would never
Okay.
play that game because I like to think that I used up all of my white guilt. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
like
That's
done,
good.
I'm done.
You've rid yourself.
I've hit my quota, and now I'm good.
Did the Alex Jones supplements do that?
No. I tell my son actually, he did it. I was
Oh,
like, I used
nice.
up all of my white guilt and patience on you.
Nice.
So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can bring it a little bit forward. What if we did the augmented reality experience 9/11 inside the towers?
Oh
You know,
my!
you can replicate
Is
this
this
in
in
any
poor
building,
taste?
in any state. Never forget.
A VR simulator? Yeah.
VR
So the
simulator.
question is,
yeah?
where's the line though in that instance?
I mean, you could be in the building. You could be a terrorist. You could be on the plane.
Oh, you
like-
can be on the plane.
Yeah, 'cause everybody's like,
everybody get the fuck down.
They have,
just
They
I would
have
just
this-
simulate calling my loved ones. Like,
They have that new game where it is
I don't know how I'm
like
listening
a
to you
new-
because
like a
cell
video
phones don't
game
work
where
this high
you're
up, and,
doing that, so.
and fuel doesn't melt steel. But
I don't understand the conspiracy that Jews did 9/11.
They did
Oh,
everything.
there's a conspiracy about that.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I remember because I was in the internet. Like, it corrupted me as a young man. Like, I saw the most hateful things
We
on the
love
internet
good
as a young kid.
conspiracy. Let's hear it.
But no, I don't
every
know.
catastrophe, it's just a matter of time before the
Orchestrated.
Jews get brought up. It
It's
never
all-
fails.
Yeah, that's why they lose me. That's why I started the pod how I did. Was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Freddie, were
where's
you-
the line?
Were you also when you were young? Because I don't know if this is generational. Only either watching porn or 9/11 on the internet.
No,
Okay.
9/11 and like what else? I don't know what other shit. But like, you know, the things that you if you have unsupervised attention on a computer and a laptop when you're like 11, 12 years old and you're hitting puberty, it's not a good mix.
I had a purpose
No,
as a
sure.
child. I was wrestling, and I was like, I want to be the very
yeah,
best.
I did not.
said you
no
won titles,
one
right?
ever was. Dun, 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 to catch them is my real test.
As a wrestler, I have a question for you,
God, it's-
Freddie. I have a very good question for you. Just reminded me. I asked Harrison of it. Right?
What time is it? This is my last question.
Your last question, 3:40. You got
Oh
time
shit!
for one
Yeah,
last
yeah,
question?
yeah. This was fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please, I hope you'll be back.
absolutely,
Before you
yeah.
ask you the question, tell everybody where they can find you. What are you up to?
You could find me in the club. Bottles
Hell
full
yeah.
of bub, baby. All right. Freddy Valoy on Instagram. FreddyValoy. Catch me sipping some Moonwater and VIP, baby.
Hell yeah. So perfect. You were a wrestler, right? I assume
Yeah.
you competed. You won some stuff, right?
Yes.
You wanted to be the best wrestler, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in a future where AI and AI robots, like the Tesla robot, theoretically, let's say they can grab in, look all the wrestling footage, and they have the mechanics, and let's say they have the equivalent strength, and they're allowed to thing. What I'm getting at is, in a world where a robot or AI can be better at a human at everything, whether it's wrestling or whether it's art, can grab all the clips from YouTube, watch all the specials, and then watch all its reactions and find out, even if it doesn't know what it's doing, what's funniest. And you can never be the funniest comedian because any run-of-the-mill robot is funnier than you. What can people find meaning and purpose in that scenario?
Oh, just competing with yourself and being the best you could be. Like, I don't care if I'm the best. I just care if I'm the best version of me. Like,
Right.
I don't
Pushing the rock.
Especially with shit like this abstract bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, your Sisyphus happy because it is the journey that is the destination.
Ooh, we came back to it.
Hell yeah.
Arturo Lorenzo. Yeah,
Well,
that
Freddie,
was great.
thank you very much. And we're going to pause now, and then we'll keep recording with our upcoming guest. Harrison, you're welcome to hang out.
Thank
and
you,
record.
appreciate it.
Nice.
Thank you again,
Andy,
Freddie.
it was a pleasure
thank
meeting
you.
you.
Pleasure
Harrison,
meeting
always a
you.
pleasure. Sasha, as well, always a pleasure. Hell yeah. And Arturo, thanks for having me on, man.
Thank you. We hope
Yeah.
you're back. This
Take
has
care,
been
man. I'll
Manly
see you
Girly.
around.
Yeah.